Hey everybody, I know it's been a little while since I've put out any videos on this channel, and I'm very sorry about that, but I kind of wanted to come on here and kind of go over some of the reasons why that is, what's been going on in my personal life, and my plans for the future of this channel, and the things I want to do to keep it going. So it's been about 5 years since I started making videos. I remember I started this channel, it was 2020. The pandemic was going on, and I really just needed a way to get myself out, to find stuff to do, and it really just took off from there. I started this just for fun as a hobby. I was working a full-time job, and just when I had days off, I would go out and film places, and then, in the afternoons after I was working, I would come home, edit the videos, and put stuff out. I was working full-time as a retail assistant manager, and I was in charge of the back room at the store I was working at. So I was doing all the trucking, receiving, stockroom maintenance, filling shelves, stuff like that. And for a long time, I really enjoyed the job. It was fun. I had a good crew of people I worked with, and I had a good work-life balance. It gave me enough time to do the things that I wanted to do, and while still being able to work and make money and do all that. I was growing, getting lots of skills, and it was a good job for a certain period of time. But as time goes on, things change. At the start of this year, and even before the start of this year, the company I was working for hadn't really been doing well. And so they were making changes. They were cutting staff, reducing working hours. A lot of the things that I had just, gotten used to doing at the start of the job just weren't quite the same thing. It ended up being just like a lot more work on my plate, a lot more things for me myself to accomplish rather than having a full team of people working for me. So it became very difficult to just kind of keep up the pace with that job. And it's for that reason that I wasn't able to go out and make as much content for this channel. I wasn't able to put out as much stuff for the channel. I know earlier this year I went on a road trip, and that was really the only time I actually was able to go out and film much of anything. And even just the ability to go home and edit stuff, I was just too tired to go and do that. So I haven't really been able to do what I want to do with this channel, and that's just something I'm just very unhappy about. I love doing this. I love making YouTube videos. I love going out and exploring and traveling. It's really what I enjoy most in life, is being able to do that. And so my job not giving me the ability to do that, it just kind of made me really like reconsider, just like, what's my future? Do I have a future with this company? Well, and so I continued to work there to the best of my abilities, but I began to really realize that I was suffering from burnout. And when I say burnout, I don't exactly mean like it's just that you're tired. It's actually a mental state. I've come to learn this, that it's actually a mental state where you're like reduced functionality. So I would come home from work, I'd be physically tired from the work that I had to do, but also just like mentally drained as well. So like even to edit a video or try and put out a video, it just kind of came impossible. I would get up, I'd go to work, and then I'd come home from work, and then I'd stay in bed for the rest of the afternoon and just try and conserve my energy just to be able to go and do it all again the next day. And so I started kind of feeling disappointed in myself that I wasn't able to kind of keep up with this channel, and feel like I'm letting my viewers down. And that just kind of sucked. I don't want to feel that way. Like I've said before, I love doing this, and I'm grateful to have all you folks here watching little old me go make my silly videos. So I became very upset about that. But I wasn't sure what exactly to do about that. So I just kind of had to put the channel on the back burner of my life, and just kind of just try and power through and deal with my job the best that I could. And as I said, the company was struggling, and they began to engage in what people refer to now as quiet firing. Rather than lay people off, what they do is employ tactics to try and get people to quit. And I was targeted by these practices. So for years I had worked there. I had gave it my all, done things to the best of my ability. And I'm not saying I was a perfect model employee, but I was a hard worker. I tried to be a good boss to the best of my ability. Tried to take care of the people who worked for me, and but I was kind of chosen to be kind of forced out. I began to get disciplinary write-ups, which I had never received before in my entire career working there, and it just kind of gave me pause. And I was like, well, what's this really about? If I'm getting a write-up for something that I had never done wrong before, never been given a write-up before, like, what's the game here? And it dawned on me that they were just making the effort to push me out. And when I received my annual review, it was incredibly harsh, way harsher than I had ever been given one before. And they had given me things they wanted me to accomplish that were impossible. And I realized that they were setting me up to fail so that they could force me out. So not only was I feeling this tremendous feeling of burnout, I was also trying to navigate a toxic environment where bullying tactics were being employed. And it was very difficult. And it really made me stop and realize, I don't really have much of a future in this company. I need to stop and take care of my mental health and my physical health. So I made the choice to leave that job. I got lined up with a part-time job, and I handed in my notice. But I kind of want to look at this like it's a new opportunity for me. I want to devote more time into this YouTube channel. I want to make this channel what I've always envisioned it to be. I follow a lot of vloggers who vlog full-time. Some of my favorites are Adam the Woo, the Carpetbagger, guys who just, they've made it their job. And I'm not saying that I will be able to make it my job, but I think it's a good opportunity right now to spend more time and try and make this channel into what I've always envisioned it to be. I've always kind of wanted this to be a sort of strange travel blog sort of channel. I just want to go to all kinds of places and film, and I hope you will come with me on this trip. And so I don't want to overpromise anything, but what I would like to be able to do is try and get possibly 2 or 3 videos out every week. I'm gonna try for that at first and see how all that goes. I know I've looked back. I've only released, I think, 2 videos in the last 2 months, and that's just kind of a bummer right there. I mean, I don't want to be doing that. I want this to be something like a timely channel. I just want to be keeping up on things that are new, things that are current. And I kind of want to branch out from beyond what I've been doing right now. So I know a lot of people love my mall and retail videos, and I plan on still doing those. The thing with that is it's getting a little harder to do that nowadays because so much of that stuff is just disappearing. So many of the malls are being closed or demolished. The ones that are still open are just sort of bland and uninteresting. So it's just getting to be less and less stuff to cover. But what is out there, I will try and cover and show you on this channel because it's something I have a real interest in, and I know everyone else really loves that stuff. So of course I'm going to try and do mall videos to the best of my ability going forward. And as far as abandoned videos go, I like doing those. I love doing urbex exploring. It's probably one of the most thrilling things I've ever experienced. That's getting harder to do as well, just because it's kind of hard to find places to film. Everybody's very hush-hush about these locations, and I am too. And it's just there's risks involved with doing that, so I can't really rely on that as a steady form of content. But again, I will do my best to try and show you those when I can. So I want to branch out with my content. I want to start going to more attractions and events and things like that. I want this to always be sort of like just like a strange offbeat travel vlog. I mean, I still want to focus on things related to, you know, nostalgia. So it's gonna have kind of a thread that ties it all together. I hope that makes sense. But I do plan on getting out there and getting more stuff put out. So please stick around. If you're still here after me not being present on this channel, I just want to say thank you. I'm really grateful to have the community of people I have here. You guys are just so great. You're all just very kind, intelligent. I just have such a positive community, and I'm very grateful for that, because the internet's not always the most positive place. Let me just say that. And so will this pay off? Will this work out for me? I really don't know. I know that this is a tough game, making YouTube videos and trying to turn it into your job. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if that's going to pay off. So really, I'm just trying to take this time to experiment and just give it a shot. I'm secure enough with my finances right now that I should be able to do this for at least a few months. You know, my bills are covered, got a roof over my head, so I'll be in good shape. Will this work out for me? I don't know. I may start having to look for another job pretty soon here, but who knows? Anyway, I do want to keep this channel going, and I do plan on getting some more stuff out. And on a more positive note, another big change in my life is I have a girlfriend now. Her name is Lay, and she is a fellow YouTuber. I'm going to leave a link to her channel down below in the description. Go subscribe to her channel. I've made a few guest appearances on there myself. She's just amazing. I love her so much, and I'm just so glad to have found somebody who shares the same interests as me, and she will be accompanying me on my videos in the future, so look forward to that. You're going to love her just as much as I do. She's great. She's amazing, and I'm so very happy to have her in my life, and have her especially right now with everything that I've been going through. So look forward to seeing her in my videos. So as always, thank you for being here. Thank you for accompanying me on this crazy journey that I've been going on. And it's strange to find myself at this point in my life. But I'm also just, you know, I'm proud of what I've accomplished with this YouTube channel. I'm proud I've kept it going for as long as I have. I've made a lot of videos of places that I feel really deserve to be preserved and memorialized. I did my best to do that, and I think there's some value in that. So if you're here and you plan on coming with me in the future, I just want to say thank you. I have this channel, of course. I also have a shorts channel, if that's your thing. So check me out on there. I have Instagram, TikTok. So if you like those platforms, be sure to hit me up on there. I will be looking to start a Patreon in the future, because I do plan on taking this to the next level. I'm going to be putting out some exclusive videos on there, stuff that I haven't released. It's going to be a lot of like Urbex abandoned stuff, so look forward to that in the future. Right now, I don't really have much up on there, but it's something you can, you know, look for some exclusive content on that. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking with me. I hope to have a lot more coming out soon, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So look forward to that in the future, and thank you for watching.